Oh, I didn't see you here. Hi, you can call me Blue. And I bet you're here for the trip to the anime called The Place Further Than the Universe. You know, it's a new concept I started where I will go with you to the world of certain anime, movie, cartoon, you know, that kind of stuff, and tell you what I like and don't like about it. So you choose for yourself where you want to spend your time. Before we go, all I need now is your name. Dude, tell me your name. We're not in Skyrim or something. I won't act like you just answered me. Oh, I get it now. You're intimidated by me. I look like such a badass. But really, don't mind my physique that equal to one of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm a good guy at heart. So, well, I guess if you're too shy, it can't be helped. You will talk eventually, right? Right? Yeah, right. Well, whatever. Okay, so before we go, let me explain you where we're going. A place further than the universe. Strange name, really. What is this? A space anime Star Wars-ish? Kinda like the Gundam series or something? At least from the name, that's what I thought it might be. I don't know where the place further than the universe is, you know? But then I saw the promotional picture on my anime list, and I realized, oh, it's that kind of anime. I first heard of this anime when I was scrolling through Crunchyroll's Anime of the Year page. So I was scrolling, looking through the list to find shows that looked good. You know, there were a lot of shows that I didn't get to watch at the end of 2018. Like Bunny Girl Senpai, which was really good. Anyway, back then I didn't really give it any real thought. I wasn't really interested, I don't know why. But when I really started to get interested in this show was after the Anime Award. I figured it has to be good, so I checked it out on my anime list, and looking at the picture I just knew it would be something special. Now, why don't we look at the story for a bit? Okay, so yeah, you follow a bunch of girls that are going to Artantica. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No fantasy, no isekai, just them going on a trip. It's not the most hyped premise ever, honestly. It's not getting me pumped at all. I don't know about you. Is it going to be amazing or just an overhyped average show? If you want to find out, go with me to the place farther than the universe. Not much of a talker, huh? Well, I guess it's gonna be a long ride. Okay, so here we are. Welcome to A Place Further in the Universe, the anime. Let's look around for a bit before diving in, shall we? So, visually speaking, it looked really good. I especially love the character design. It looked really unique. I don't know, there's something about the way the hair and eye are drawn that made those characters feel different. But really, it's not just that. You know, each anime have their own unique technique while drawing and coloring the character. Some try to be the most realistic possible, while others go for a more cartoonish angle. But the thing that we need to keep in mind is that anime characters are not people, but an artistic interpretation of people. That's why they have spiky hair and giant eye. If you don't understand, well, it's kinda like how Mickey Mouse is not really a mouse. You can tell that he is, but he's not really. Why am I saying all that? Well, it's just so that we are on the same page when I talk about how beautiful this anime is. Sure, it's not the most realistic in the character design, but it doesn't have to be beautiful. In this anime, they use an unrealistic amount of highlight to help convey the sense of the third dimension. Some anime use shadow, others use degrading color, but this anime goes for the highlights. And I personally think it worked really well to add volume to said character, but it also give a nice bright style to the show. I honestly love it. The background are really nice and quite realistic, which can clash in a weird way with the anime looking character, but I didn't think it was a problem in this show. If you can pull off realistic background and cute colorful anime character at the same time, I'll give you props on that, that's awesome. So overall, artistically, I think it looked really good. What do you think? Okay, right, I forgot, you go for the whole cool silent type. Anyway, if you want to talk about it, I'll pass your sheet at the end and, you can write everything on it. I like to call it the comment section. feel free to speak as much as you want here, because apparently you're too cool to speak to me, you know? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so what's the story here? No, the question here should be more, how is the story? Well, like I said, in this anime you follow a bunch of girls trying to get to Artentica. But it all started with Mari Tamaki, a normal high school student, kinda lazy, a bit dumb. You follow her as she goes through her daily life for a bit, and then it suddenly struck her. What has she done with her youth? You ever feel like this? You know this weird feel that sometimes poke in your mind? You know, that thought that tells you you should do something. That thing that pushes you to do more. I think we all get that sometime. I guess it's a quite relatable feeling. As this thought starts to go through her mind, she finds an envelope on the ground with 1 million yen, which is about 10 American dollars. I'm joking, Jesus, don't look at me like that. Then she hears someone cry in the bathroom, someone that is freaking out over the loss of her million yen. Our protagonist gives the money back to the crying girl, and that's how our adventure begins. Her name is Shirase. Through her work she managed to get 1 million yen for the sole purpose to go to the place where her mother disappeared. She wanted to go to Artentica, and our protagonist Mary wanted to do something big, so she convinced Shirase to let her join her on her journey to the place further than the universe. A young, really energetic school dropout and a lonely idol will join them on the adventure. Along the way they will go through realistic hardship and develop new friendship. Sometimes with a smile they will make memory that will never fade away. Sometimes through terror they will push their limit in order to achieve their goal and reach the place further than the universe. I'm really surprised with how well the story is handled. Nothing really out of the ordinary happens. Everything stays really grounded, but the scenes are crafted with such care in its top-notch music, voice acting and art that it's simply having them running become entertaining. The perfect example to that is when the main character wants to tell her mom that she is going to Artentica, but she's not sure of how she will react. It becomes a funny little mind game, kinda like a funny version of L vs Light from Death Note.
こいつすでに知ってる。いや、単なる偶然ということもある。下手に動いて墓穴を掘ったら、だとしたらこれ以上隠しておくのは状況を不利にするだけ。むしろ積極的に動いて。マリちゃん。
You know, it could have been really boring, but they made it really funny. And the show does that all the time, so nothing is really boring in my opinion, because they either make it emotional or funny. The character is super charming and the story doesn't drag on. It's filled with comedy, drama and charm. The characters feel real, almost too real, all of them having distinct personality and interacting with each other in really fun and believable way.
話そうよ。こっち向くの。怖い話とかしちゃう？軽く死なせますよ。ああ、もしかしてゆずきちゃん嫌いなの？怖い話。ウルカにしてください。ウルカにしてくださいって何？一応先輩だから言い直したんです。もう言いたいことはわかるからいいじゃないですか。ウルカにしてください。いいからやめろ、決まり。
The acting and animation really helped to bring those well-developed characters to life. If there's something that I have to tell you about this show is that when you watch the episode you will have a ton of fun. You know, it's funny, it's charming, it's a ton of fun, but it really reaches its peak when the music kicks in. In almost every episode there is this moment where the music just pops and you really start to feel the emotion of the scene. And this feels just awesome. Speaking of music, this show has some amazing tracks that really serve every scene they are in, especially the emotional one. Overall, it's a feel-good anime where you watch lovable characters have fun, make jokes and go through hardship together, making you want to try your best, with the addition of really deep moments with powerful message about the meaning of friendship or even how far can you go to reach your dream. You know, relatable stuff. If I'll have to pick one scene for my favorite moment, Well, there's that one scene at the end I really like, but I won't spoil it. Oh, I think it's I don't know, it's in the beginning, I don't know which episode exactly, maybe episode 3 or something, when they're running away from people Shirase know. And yeah, you just see them running for like a minute or two, but the art, the music, the framing of the scene is just amazing. They eventually start to laugh, they're running away, but they have fun doing so. And this scene made me understand that this is not an anime, this is real life. It's not fantastic, it's realistic, but it's beautiful, entertaining, and fun. It's like this anime is saying, go for it. Everything you do can be amazing if you're trying to reach your goal. So yeah, I really love the story of this anime. I personally think there isn't much bad stuff to say about this. I had a lot of fun watching it, and I fucking regret not being able to add this to my Anime of the Year 2018 video. Okay, so we're done for this section. Let's go. Well, let's go over there. Hey, look at them over here. Those are our characters. You have Hinata, Mari, Yuzuki, and best girl, Shirase. You often think that what makes a good story is how interesting the main intrigue is. Well, it's not 100% false, but I think the character and their chemistry can be just as much important, or even more important. Looking at Death Note, Death Note have a really amazing premise, but it's really how good of a character L and Light really are that drags the show. Just look at the American movie. The concept is good, it's kinda the same from the anime, but the character doesn't really make it work. So, how are those characters? I kinda sell it out already, but I love every of those characters. Even though the main character is a bit cliche. She's the classic fun but dumb character. She's not dumb to a point it becomes obnoxious, but she's kinda like the main character from K-On! But a bit smarter. I say main character, but she's more the show-opener and ender. You follow almost every other character equally. The reason I don't mind the cliche protagonist is because her character might be cliche, but the chemistry she have with the other character is so fun and fresh that you forget about that. If you think I'm saying she's a bad character, you're wrong. I'm just saying she's a bit cliche, that's all. Other than that, we have Hinata and Yuzuki, which are characters that are hard not to like. Hinata being this lively and fun type girl, always with her Chinese cookie type quote, I love those. Yuzuki on the other hand, is a really fun character with her on-screen attitude, cute, happy, overall more idol-like, and her real-life attitude more innocent and naive. She's much calmer than the other character, which really helped the chemistry. But my favorite character is Shirase. Shirase is one of the most three-dimensional anime characters I've seen. The problem with a lot of characters in media is how they are limited to an archetype. Some characters are written in such a simple-minded way that defining them only become a matter of finding that archetype they belong to. Some of them are not bad characters, but when you can say this character is a classic football quarterback or a classic tsundere, the character loses a bit of its identity. Not saying that classic tsundere can't be good character, but when it's the only thing you can say, is where we have a problem. What I'm getting at is that some characters only have one layer in their personality, which make them a cliche. And a lot of TV show and anime does that mistake. But human beings are not as simple to define. We don't always act the exact same way on every situation. We have distinct quality, but we also have some flaws. And Shirase really embodies all of that. She's determined and kind, yet stubborn and resentful. She can act really cool and composed in serious situations, but she can turn into a goofy, excited character when she gets hype and see Penguin. And that's without talking about her adorably funny reports, she's really shy on camera. She feels like a real person, and I love all of her quality and flaws. As weird as it sounds, I think it's her flaws that make me like this character so much. The way she goes on saying in your face to people that say she can't reach her dream is just awesome. You don't know that we're like right next to them. Do you think I should go talk to her? Yeah, I'll take your silence for a yes. Here goes nothing. Hey Shirase, do you know how much a polar bear weighs? I don't know. I just wanted to break the ice. Get it? Ice, Artentica. Anyhow, wanna go out with me?
Mission failed. We'll get 'em this time.
She rejected me. You asshole, why didn't you stop me? I thought we were friends. Well, I guess it just happened to happen. Shall we go? What is it all about? This anime is a story about hardship and pain. Well, it's more about going through hardship to reach your goal, and doing so relying on your friend, because there are things that you can't do on your own. No, scratch that. There are things that you shouldn't do on your own. It's a beautiful tale that is more about the journey than the destination. So yeah, it's just an anime about a bunch of high school girls trying to go to Artentica. But if it can push you to do more, if it can push you to accomplish more, if it can push you to reach your goal, if it can push you to the place farther than the universe, does it have to be more? Let me tell you, this anime is a journey in itself, and one worth bringing your friend along. I'm glad I did with my two brother, and hey, I'm glad I can do it with you right now. And you still won't answer, do you? After all that, we got emotional and shit. And you know what? Forget it. Here, take this. It's called the comment section. Okay? Leave all of your thoughts here, and if you don't want to miss any other trip, take this. It's a subscription pass. If you subscribe, you won't miss any other trip. Anyway, I'll go to the camp. You know, you can walk around, see what it's all about. See ya. I just need to work on my pickup line, and maybe next time